Greetings sir, myself Rituraj and this is my third project of CS50 web programming with Python and JavaScript. So this project is built on 7 major points as it was described in the project description. So the first major point was we have to create at least 3 models in addition to the user model. So the models that I have created is category, auction listing, bid, comment and watch list. The second major point is user can able to create and a listing. So for that the user must be logged in first. So here let's log in with admin, and now the user can create a listing by this link. And user the second point also states that the user can be able to add a title, description, starting bid, and if he has image he can add an image link, otherwise he can leave this field. This is an optional field, and also a category. So let's start with this. We have let's say a car named Mercedes, a description, let's say the starting bid is 10,000, the auction image is the Mercedes image, and the category is car. So here we submitted it. Here our Mercedes listing is listed right here. The third major point states that the default URL of our web application will show all the active listing available in our auctions web application program. So now the fourth point states that we can open any listing by clicking on this check this auctions, and we can able to see all the available details for the active listing, and we can comment on the current active listing. This is the fourth point. The fourth point contains many sub points. So if a user is signed in, he or she can add the current listing to his watch list. So here I added into watch list. Here we can see the message Mercedes is added to your watch list, and we can see all the listing that we added to our watch list through this link. Okay, then another point is if the user is signed in, he or she can bid an amount for, let's say we bid like 900. So if the amount is less than the current amount, then it will give us an error, your bid must be greater than the maximum bid. So we must have to bid a higher amount. Let's say we do like 10,010 and bid. So here we can say our bid get added successfully, your bid of amount 1010 is added, and your bid is currently current bid so far. The next point is if the user is signed in, he or she can able to close the listing by clicking on this. We will do it a bit later. The next point states that if a user is signed in, he or she can add a comment. For example, okay, let's start with the close listing. Here when we click on close listing, it will state that the listing is closed, Mercedes is closed, and the winner is admin. It is closed as 10,010, closed on the date specific, and the starting bid was 10,000. Now it cannot be retrieved back. So the next point states that if the user is signed in, he or she can able to comment on the specific listing. For example, here is my first comment on this listing, and if we can add comment, the comment will be listed right below the listing page. And the next point states that all the comment will be displayed on the listing page. So far so good. Now the fifth point states that if a user is signed in, he or she can able to visit the watch list page and see all the listing that he added into his watch list or her watch list. And the sixth point says there is a categories page where we can see all the available categories like car, bike, antique, and we can also add, or specifically the signed in user can add more categories into it. So let's say we get into the car to see all the listing for the category car, and so does for bike, and same for antique. And now the last and seventh point states that admin can able to change, update, delete, or add any auction listing, bids, categories, comment, watch list into the admin panel of the Django. And here it is, we can add it, we can delete it, and we can do whatever we wanted right here. So all the points are covered in the project, and the project is completely finalized and perfectly working till now. Thank you.